Abastritas, I expect an extremely difficult game. Maccabi is playing very well, despite all the situations they have to face, injuries, but every team got injuries. So it's they're playing with great aggressiveness, athleticism, and it's a game that where our system will be stressed. We need to play a very solid game for 40 minutes. 40 minutes, trying to be smart and efficient. And after 3 road games, we come back home, and I hope that we are gonna have a lot of push from our fans playing home. And that's it.
Coach, what kind of team is Maccabi? What kind of basketball they play? And why do you say that your system is going to be stressed that much?
They are very creative. They, Coach Katash, I respect him a lot. And he plays with 3 bigs, putting on big on guarding the ball, very athletic, big like Horde. And they play different. They play with a big handling the ball, a guard screening. We do something similar, but they have a lot of athleticism and position 3, 4, 5, very big, very strong. Ribeiro, Sorkin is very big, and Horde, plus Randolph, that is a very efficient player, very good scoring off the dribble, and he is a big guard. So we have to be able to match their physicality and their athleticism.
I'm sure you already made the in-depth analysis about the last game in Milano. So
no, it's a game that will remain in history, and you cannot make analysis in a so weird game.
Okay, so no conclusion from that one.
The conclusion is that emotions, heart, soul, resilience are something that can change a game that went south. I didn't see a lot of X and O's in that game. I saw players believing, players not giving up, and players able to find the right way to play. But usually you play games through game plan, tactics, alignments, offensive and defensive choices. And a game in Milano is a game that you play with heart. You play with not giving up. You play with the emotions of your players. You try to wake them up. You try to make them believe. So it's not something that you can reproduce every game.
Tyron, he already left Kaunas, so how's the search for a newcomer going?
I'm not the right guy to ask these things. I have to coach these players, and I'm good with these players.
Hello, Coach. How shocking for you was Tyron's decision to leave, and how you reacted to that?
Shocking is not the right word. Surprised. And I have to say that he was very honest and straight, and I appreciate that a lot. So there is basketball, there is a job, but there are also human beings. So he was very honest, took his responsibilities for his choice, and I will always be thankful. I didn't experience something like this, but the way he handled a tough decision was close to perfection.
Coach, did you try to convince Tyron to stay? Did you have a long conversation?
You don't convince people about big decisions. You just ask them if they stick with the decision, if they have second thoughts, if you can do something to help them to take the right decision. But you don't go against somebody's will.
Coach, how Tyron's departure changes the face of Žalgiris, your as a coach preparation for the game's tactics?
It's a mess. It's a mess because having a guard with that size was something that we wanted hard in the summer, and so this plan is over. So I know that Paulius and Gediminas are doing their best to help the team to find a player, and when we're gonna find one, they're gonna tell me. I believe so. And in this moment, we play with this roster. I still believe that there are players that can do more, and I think about Luki, that he is. I trust him a lot because he's always ready, and it caught me off guard that he didn't play as good as he can the last games. Okay, and I'm waiting for him for his help because he can be a game changer.
Coach, maybe do you know, is there any talks with any players right now in the market?
There is, for sure.
What kind of player does Andrea Trinchieri want?
A good player, I hope. No, don't take me wrong. The market is not difficult; it's impossible. Every year is worse. Last year, Žalgiris tried to find a player for 5 months, a guard, and we were not able to do it. And when Keenan got injured, we paid a price, and a huge price. So with NBA now having more players under control, there's no, contract-wise, okay, with the two-way, with the Exhibit 10, with the G League and everything, American players, young American players, talented with kind of perspective, good players, are not coming. So there are teams that are looking for players from September 1st, and they didn't sign players.
Coach, what do you take as a coach from that challenge of Tyron's departure? How you learn, how you grow as a coach to face those difficulties?
Maybe you didn't notice it, but I'm very oriented to push Lithuanian players in Žalgiris because I believe this is our DNA, and you lose something and you win something. We lost Wallace, but we have Gedraitis, okay, and I move him from the 2 at the point guard. He embraced the challenge, and he's giving a lot to the team. So in every problem there is an opportunity. There is a back door. There is something that you can do. I don't go to see wins, losses. I see Dovis and Sirvidis playing a lot of minutes. In road games in EuroLeague, I'm still waiting for the best Iggy, and I believe it's ready to happen. Okay, I'm having Birutis playing solid minutes. Okay, Smilagic is getting better. The departure of the starting point guard is a problem, but there is also other things that we can put on the table.
One more question about that same situation. In your opinion, it's better to take someone with a less potential but used to European basketball, or some high risk, high reward from NBA, from other players?
It's a good question. I
was
don't
waiting for
have a good answer, because your question put on the table the opportunity to choose between A, B, C. In this moment, I cannot choose between anything. So I will always try to protect the locker room and the core values of our team. So if this is kind of answer to what you ask, okay? The sentence less potential scares me a little bit. Okay? So let's try to find the best possible available player that is willing to come to help us.
Hello, Coach. You mentioned that you are waiting for Ignas Brazas. What are the biggest challenges he's facing right now in your eyes?
Rust. 1 year without consistent minutes on the court. A lot of ups and downs. Lack of confidence.
Also in Italy, you mentioned about your plan to turn Dovis Giedraitis into point guard. Can you expand when did that idea came to your mind, and
Last year.
And how does the process looks like?
You can judge. Last year, I had the feeling from after 1 week that I was here that he can expand his game and he can be more useful for Žalgiris, for his career, better for his career and better for Lithuanian basketball, in my opinion.